limbo. She said she not a, she an A. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're on. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Johnson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. On the return is Pettis. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. What do you need? Hey, gun. Watch the screen. Watch the man.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Here we go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down, it's Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. 31 yards there and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Rush in, rush in. Check three, check three, check three. Check 26, check 26.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 33. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. They find some open field here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's get it. Check, crunch, crunch. Watch safety green, watch safety green.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And here's a first down throw that's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Ready? SOS. 11. SOS. I got you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Here's Murray from midfield. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And also the yard.
Stop your fire.
2nd down.
Check 13.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, this is Adams. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
12. Hey, gun. Slam.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
This is Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
13 more yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, alert.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
65.
Check 50. Alert 3. Kill.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He wasn't ready.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing now is Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now Johnson. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On second down, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Garoppolo now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Garoppolo now. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that takes us from second to third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
We play to win. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
We want it. Come to my world. Check.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And some room to roam now. Johnson jostles free. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Johnson. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Again, here's Adams. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Again, it's Johnson. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big run there by Johnson. 72 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
They'll run it with Johnson, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Into the secondary again. And he gets this one down to the 24. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Josh Adams with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Zerline good with a PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the 34 now, here's first. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. There's Garoppolo to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Breida. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This a long one from 54. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the 49ers, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damagers. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need to lead some of piece of my animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed to be emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not